guys, this is Mary. You're watching Cardz TV. Welcome to the Paper Playtime Anything Goes blog hop. And when I say anything goes, I have no clue what I'm doing today for this blog hop. I know I wanted to do something for Valentine's Day and I want to make a card. So I've cut my cardstock for a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card. And I've cut a piece of red cardstock, and this is 4 by 5 1/4, and I've cut a piece of white, which is 3 3/4 by 5. Now I have this Cuttlebug embossing folder, and it's got lots of cute little hearts all over it. So I think I'm going to emboss this white piece of cardstock to go on my card, and I want to try something I haven't done before. I've got one of these ink spongers, and I picked up some red ink. This is Studio G. I picked this up at Walmart. I think it was 97 cents. And after I emboss this, I want to try highlighting the raised parts with some red ink and see what it looks like. Might not turn out, I don't know, but let's give it a try and see what happens. And this is truly going to be anything goes, because I have no idea where I'm going with this, guys. This is going to be a card in progress, step by step. So let me grab my Cuttlebug and we'll get this embossed and we'll go from there. Okay, I've got my Cuttlebug out. I've got my A plate down. I've put my white cardstock in my little hearts folder, and I'm going to sandwich this between 2 B plates and run this through the Cuttlebug, and we'll see what we get. It always kind of pops like that when you're using a new folder. Now, let's take a look at this. I think it's going to be cute. Oh, yeah. I love that. Can you see all those little hearts on there? Love it. Okay, I'm going to put the Cuttlebug away, and then we're going to take the red ink and do some highlighting on here and see what we come up with. Okay, I've put down a piece of copy paper to protect my work surface. And we're going to go ahead and first ink around the edges. I haven't used this Studio G ink before with the sponger, so we'll see how this works. Well, it's looking pretty good around the edges. I like the color red that this is. Now, let's just go like this and see what we end up with. I don't want it to look too dark. I just want to highlight the raised hearts. I really like that. Just want to lightly go over them. You don't want to turn the whole thing red. Doesn't that look great? Okay, I'm going to keep sponging this, and when I come back, we'll find out what the next step is in this little card. Well, I think I figured out what I'm going to do for this card. I love this embossed background with the ink on there. So I pulled out my Sweethearts cartridge because it's got some great things in here. It's great for Valentine's, weddings, engagements. Anytime you want something really sweet, you can find it in the Sweethearts cartridge. And I flipped over to page 72, and I found this lacy heart right here. And I cut it out of red at 3 inches. And it's going to go on our card right there. And then I came over here to layers, and you can cut another solid heart in a medium size, a smaller solid heart, and then the outline of another heart, and then the inside of that makes another heart. Well, all I wanted was this larger heart, so I cut it out of white, and it's going to go right here on our heart. And let me show you what we're going to do with this. I was in Walmart today picking up some candy for the grandkids for Valentine's Day, and I found this bag of hearts, and this is Butterfinger and Nestle's Crunch, and they're all different colors. They're red, pink, silver, and kind of an orangey color. So I was in there a while ago looking at my cartridges, and I saw this bag of hearts laying there, and I thought, why don't I stick one in the center of this heart? That way I'm giving the card with a piece of candy. So that's what we're going to do with this. Now this was cut at 3 inches and this was cut at 3 inches. I'm going to go ahead and adhere these together, and then we're going to put our candy heart right in the center, and we're going to use medium-sized to large glue dot for that, because glue dots will hold it securely. I'm having trouble out of my ATG gun. Here we go. So let's get this adhered down, and I think we're going to put this on our card before we put the candy on. But you know, guys, I've got to have some black and white gingham ribbon on here somewhere, don't I? It wouldn't be my card if it didn't. Let's go ahead and put this 4 by 5 1/4 inch red cardstock on our card. This is the process I use when I'm making a card. It's just kind of scattered here and there. I make a big mess. I try lots of different things, probably just like all of you. It's kind of trial and error sometimes. We'll go ahead and put this one down. And I found something else that I want to use on the card in the Sweethearts cartridge. So we're going to put this down, but we're going to put some black and white gingham right across the bottom. So let me snip that off and get that on. And I'll show you what else we're going to use for our sentiment. And we'll just put this on also with the ATG tape. Okay, I got my ribbon on here, and we can go ahead now and adhere this to the front of our card. Okay, now we've got our card base all ready. Now the other thing that I found in the Sweethearts cartridge is this little mat that I'm going to use for a sentiment. This is called a cartouche, and I was on page 72. I'm going to flip over to page 74. And here it is. It's called a cartouche. And I cut it out of white at 1 1/4 inches. And then I cut it out of red at 1.5 inches. And I've put these together, and we're going to stamp our sentiment on here in black. And I'm going to get my mouse pad. I like to stamp on my mouse pad. I have got such a mess here, guys. It's horrible. Okay, and we're going to use Be My Valentine from the Cardz TV Be My Valentine set of stamps, and we're going to use some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Let me just get my stamp all inked up here. Sorry about this noise. I've got a new table. It's metal, and it makes lots of noise when I do anything on it. Okay. Let me ink that up a little bit more. I'm going to try to make sure I get plenty. And we're going to stamp that right in the center. Perfect. And this is going to go right down here. I think I might put some foam tape on either side of that. That might be kind of neat. Just put a little strip at the top and one at the bottom, because foam tape doesn't stick very well to ribbon. Okay, let's get this centered. Love it. Okay, let's get our heart on right there, and let's put it on some foam tape too. We'll put this on 2 thicknesses. This might be my new favorite heart. It has been the one in Doodle Charms, but I'm really liking this one too. Okay, we've got our heart on 2 thicknesses of foam tape. Now, where are my glue dots? We're going to put our candy on. Oops. And I think I'm going to put a couple on here. These are they're called small, but they're bigger than the ones I normally use. And we're going to center our little candy heart right there. And you know what, guys? It's got to have a bow. So let's just add this little black and white gingham bow right there. Here's the finished Valentine. I love it with the piece of candy on here, and I like the fact that you're given a card as well as a piece of candy. Now, of course, you can't mail this, but you can hand this out to people at work, the girl that does your nails. You can give this out to your Sunday school class, your ladies' Bible study. You can give it out to your grandkids. Lots of people would love getting this. The mailman, just a nice little piece of candy. And a pretty little card. Now, guys, when you leave here, you're going to see my sweet dear friend Sharon at Mimi's Creations. And I know Sharon's got something awesome for you. So you need to hop right on over there and check out what she has. And this is a blog hop as well as a challenge. So when you get all done going to all the stops in the blog hop, go back to Paper Playtime and take the challenge, guys, because this lasts a week. You have until February 5th or 6th. But the prize is a $15 gift certificate from Crop Stop. So you want to enter this challenge, guys. Now, go to everybody on the hop. They've all got something fabulous for you to see. Thanks so much for coming by today, guys. This has been so much fun. And I'll see you again really soon. Bye now.